Hope y'all are having a good day. And today we are going through my vintage lures tackle box. This bad boy, you recognize from the other video. I actually got this box right here and a few of the lures in here from Old Town, Virginia, Old Town Fredericksburg down there. One of the the antique shops. That's what it's called, antique shops. My friend Miss Mary works there, and she gave me a good deal on it. But yeah, things always gets jammed shut. There we go. Alright. So, these are lures that I've collected over my years. These are like old vintage lures that I found. This jitterbug lure was given to me at Christmas. And these are lures I'm never going to use again. Some of these lures are from my childhood that I've had for God knows how long. But this jitterbug is a 1986 lure, I believe. And it's one of the older jitterbug models right there. So that's really just plain awesome. Heddon. That's one of the big name brands right there. There we go. Heddon. Tiny Crazy Crawler. Look at that pattern, man. That's the old shit right there. The old stuff. The old stuff that our grandfathers use. That our great-grandfathers. And our dads and our moms sometimes. If they were country people. Yeah, some of these lures I found in the river. So, God. But, yeah. Let's get into it. So, first, we're going to, I guess, work our way this way, then down. So, right here, this is actually a marabou jig I found in the river. And that hook has seen... Actually, no. Yeah, that hook has seen a bit of action. But this jig has been seeing a bit of action. Yeah. And this is actually one of my father's lures right here that he gave me. And I didn't want to lose it because I could never find it again. On like eBay or anything. And this is supposed to be imitated dying shad. So one of the popping baits. And the hooks have not seen action. They were actually made like that. And then this other one was my father's lure too. And I actually got him more into fishing because I was more of a fisherman than a hunter, because that's what I could do all the time. But look at that pattern. It's sleek, plastic. It is just feels good. It floats. It's one of them popping baits too. Floats. The hooks are still extremely sharp. Yeah. And this is actually my lure. It was $7, and I bought it with my own money. I was about 10 years old when I bought it. I'm 16 now, so I've had this for around 6 years. And it's been in my tackle box every day for the past 6 years. And I've caught a lot of fish on it. Thankfully, it hasn't occurred any scratches or nothing, but as you can see all the times, if the camera would focus, all the times I've tied on knots, and right there, that big white blur right there. That big white blur right there. That's a lot of line on that bitch. Yeah, there's a lot of memories in here too. One of the first times I went fishing, I used this lure right here. I had this one since I was maybe 6 years old. My dad got it for me. Fire tiger color. It's one of the deep diving baits. It's called the Frenzy. And that's some memory right there. Shit. This is also one of my father's lures. And this lure is possibly one of my favorite, because just the sheer amount of detail that's into it right here. It's one of it's like a ghost craw or something like that. It's like the ghost minnow, I call it. And oh shit. Oh, I'll go through my personal tackle box too. That'd be fun. But right here, this is one of my father's lures he got from Gramps. And I'll never forget the day he gave it to me. This is one of the lures I was trying to get off of him for 10 years maybe. And oh my gosh, it's just such a beautiful one. It's called the Devil something, or something Devil. There's devils in it. Oh wait, something on the spoon. It's a Ford Japan. This was made in Japan. Wow, that's traveled a long way. Yo, camera focus. Keep zoning out on me. But yeah, that says Japan right there. You can see it in the lighting. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's one of the cooler ones. And this one I've had, I know, since I was 6 or 7. I know I had it when I was 8, but I know I had it for longer than this. This one, I remember buying this one. This one was $8.99 at Gander Mountain before they closed down. And I caught some big fish on this. The Thin Fin U.S. patent. Hottentot. Hottentot right there. 0226. Oh. Yeah, 0226658 right there. That's the serial number, I guess. But it's in a nice rainbow pattern, you know. And this caught me my PB on bass, which was like a 2-pounder. And oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've actually seen this. This is by far my favorite lure to use. I totally recommend this if you can find it anywhere. Anymore. I haven't found it yet. I want to put one in my tackle box. This is also one of my father's lures. It was a minnow. And it was a topwater bait. You can see all the times he's had it right there. It's one of the pop-in baits. But, detail. Just the immense detail. 3 ball bearings. There's a little fin drawn right there. The mold is just beautiful. S-Pro. Pro Chug Minnow 3.5. My camera would focus. But yeah. And then this lure I actually got in one of my older videos from the flea market. The $1 tackle box, if you can find it. Oh shit. No, I have a carpet floor. Okay. Right there. But, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this guy. And then right here, this is actually a flounder looking, what the heck? Looking lure. Oh no! Oh, it's stuck. A piece of the box is busted. And that hook is stuck there. Well, I guess you don't see that one. But this one's the jitterbug I got out of my grandfather's box right here. The video I just did. And this one is one of the older jitterbugs. I remember the first jitterbug I ever used was black. And I got it caught in a tree. And bass was swiping at it because it was like still like on the top. Only the hooks were in the water. And bass came up and they would swipe at it and they missed. One of them got it hooked and got it out of the tree, but I never saw that bait again. That's one of my crazier fishing stories, man. I like all fishermen have those fisherman stories, but most of them are true. Yeah. There was a whopper plopper that I found. It's around here somewhere. But in the river, and it was caught in a rock. It was a white whopper plopper. Where's my jitterbug? My jitterbug was like a frog. Oh my god! Here it is! That's my first jitterbug right there that I ever used. Got this from either Walmart or Bass Pro Shops. It was one of the cheap and expensive at the same time, but you can see a lot of times I tied line on there, and you can see the frog pattern on top. You can just see, ooh, Al Hogan's jitterbug. You can see the jitterbug right there on top. It's a bit hard to see in the light, but it's dented in there. And then we'll do a twofer, since these guys love to tangle with each other. This one I've had since I was 7. This one, the Fire Tiger, was my favorite pattern to fish. I didn't catch shit on this one, actually. And I never did. I probably never will, honestly. I'm definitely not taking this box out to the river or the pond or anywhere. But yeah, That's actually one of the cooler baits that I got. And then this bait I got from my Uncle Mark. He gave me this. This is more of a salt and bass bait, but it's one of the bigger ones. I kept it in my salt box for 2 years that I got, also from him. But then I decommissioned it because it was too old. The hooks were starting to fall off, so I had to replace one of the hooks right here. It's a pain in the neck to fix, but you know, it was actually pretty worth it. Keep that memory going. And this bait right here is by far one of my favorites because I fished with this exact one for I don't know how many years, and I never caught shit with it. And this one right here, it's a Yo-Zuri bait. My uncle gave this one to me at my cousin Pam's her reunion party every year that she has, and she's not young. She's old, but we don't say that because she can hear me. Anyways, but yeah, this Yo-Zuri one was one of the older ones, and I haven't replaced the hooks yet. But one of the pieces is rusted off. One of the they're all rusted. You can see Yo-Zuri right there. It's one of my cooler baits right there. And then these are all old spinners that I've had for God knows how long. And this one right here, shit, damn it, this one I actually had somehow, and I went perch fishing with my uncle on the last day of summer in Edgewater, Maryland, and I caught 2 perch with it. You can see it on my Instagram. Oh, I gotta get those pictures back. But yeah, I caught my last day in my 8th grade summer before I started freshman year of high school. I caught 2 perch on this, and I couldn't eat them. I got deathly ill, and I didn't go to my first 2 days of high school, A-Day and B-Day, and for the first 2 days of my high school, my freshman year, I missed those days, those key days, and that's actually a pretty interesting story right there, a little bit about me. And yeah, man, that's one of my cooler memories that I got. And these I all had. This one, the Daredevil, I called this one the Daredevil. I had this one in my box. I caught a lot of trees with it. Most trees you'll ever catch in your life. But all these, this one's actually from, no, this isn't from Walmart. It might be from Walmart. But these all I actually got from my uncle. I'm running out of time in storage space, so I gotta hurry this along. But this frog I got at a yard sale with an old man and a bunch of other little baits. And I lost those baits for some reason. I can't find them. Maybe I got them lost in a tree like an idiot or somehow. But yeah, I got some old memories here. This bait I actually got out of the dollar tackle box too. And this is one of the old ones that I call it Devil too. There's a lot of evil in this bait box. But I got this from my uncle. It's a fly bait. And I never had any use for it, so I just tossed it in here. And then this, I'm a cheapskate. I'm kind of a Jew with my money. This actually glows in the dark. You can see the paint got chipped right there. That's from getting hit by a rock. Never caught anything on this one. Johnson Shutter Spoon. 3/4 of an ounce. Yeah, this is a bigger bait. This bomber right here actually came with this box. It's one of the older baits. I go more in depth in it in my other video in here. But this bait right here, there's a bigger version of it somewhere in this box. But this is a tadpole bait I got from my uncle too. And this actually was covered in mold. And I cleaned it off. There's still some right there on the tail. I'm going to have to wash my hands after this. My mom's allergic to it. But you could tell it was one of my uncle's baits because he tied the knot perfectly right there. And he knows how to tie the knots, but I never knew him. These baits right here, I go more in depth in them. I got a bunch of baits for like $2 in one of my videos. It's like one of the more clickbait type videos, I guess you want to call it. But this is actually one of the 90s baits. It came out in the 90s. I'm gonna probably run out of time for this, but one of this bait I had in my tackle box since I was really little, because you could tell this has seen some wear and tear. These hooks are just gnarly. And it's always just so cool to see these baits again, man. Alright, I'm going to do a part 2 on this. I just ran out of storage space, but thank you, like, comment, and subscribe. There are only 2 genders. Oh god, how many people did I piss off with that one? Alright, wait. First ever rattle trap right there. I got these 2 bucktails from my uncle. I just need to do this last part. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye now.